Hey, it's Kevin with the New Warehouse podcast here at MODEX 2026. David from Modula joining us here on the live stream today. David, how's the morning going so far for you? Day one?
Yeah, so far so good. Good
Yeah.
to see you again. Yeah.
You too. So you're with Modula. So tell us a little bit about Modula for those that aren't familiar.
So Modula is a manufacturer of vertical lift modules, pretty much exclusively. We also make horizontal carousels, but our main emphasis is on the vertical lift module. We manufacture our HQs in Italy, but we have a plant in Ohio that we are expanding from 170,000 square foot. We're doubling the size of it, and that is under construction, or construction's completed now. We'll be moving some of our machinery over there in the next couple of months.
All right, fantastic, and great to hear about that growth as well. So you're focused on vertical lift modules, as you mentioned, right? And we're talking everything ASRS this morning as part of the
Absolutely.
MHI industry group. So tell us, where does the vertical lift module fall within the ASRS category?
Yeah, what a great question. I'd say the better question is, where doesn't it fall?
Oh, okay. He's going to twist it on me. All right,
Yeah,
go for it.
wouldn't you
Tell
agree?
us.
It's like every
Yeah.
single place I go, everywhere I go, every warehouse I visit, every factory I visit, every distribution center I visit, everyone is squeezed for something. There's a problem to be solved. Quite often it can be a problem of efficiency. It can be a problem of not exploiting the building.
Sure.
It can be all sorts of problems for how to get more product in the hands of the right people at the right time. So the vertical lift, the beauty of it is it's a very, very small footprint, and it can go up to 63 feet in height.
63. Okay, that's
63.
big. Yeah, that's tall.
So
Yeah.
we've got 4 of them in our factory in Ohio at 56 feet, but we can go 63. So if you think about 120, 180 square foot of footprint,
Yeah.
getting thousands and thousands of square foot of product onto that, you're really allowing the building to pump out revenue for you without taking up that space, withholding your parts and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And tell us, like, what kind of items or products are the right fit for a VLM?
Yeah, great question. The right product. So I'd love to say there's a easy fit and there's a low hanging fruit for the VLM, but
Sure.
I've seen everything go in there, from reels, even pallets of products, just getting stuff off the floor.
Pallets too. Okay.
But getting the real bang for the buck. If you're talking about square footage, then if you've got parts, maintenance, repair,
Yeah.
small parts, then you're going to get massive volume and really high density into the VLM. But we use them on assembly lines for picking. So you'll see some small engine parts, you'll see reels, you'll see wiring, cabling. Really hardware stores are using them just to maximize their space.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's really no key product. Just, if you want to maximize your bang for your buck, then obviously the smaller the product, the more square footage you'll get. But at the end of the day, the building has to bring a revenue to the owner and to the organization.
Yeah.
For the building to bring a revenue, then it has to be utilized for what is getting its revenue from. It's not getting them from storing the parts that are making the product.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned you've seen pallets put in there too. I
Sure.
always thought of VLMs as smaller parts and stuff, as you were talking about. So what does that look like? I guess visually,
Yeah,
you
so
place a pallet in there.
if you go back a step, the philosophy is just
Sure.
getting stuff off the floor. You want to have
Yeah.
you want to have your factory or building as clean as possible to utilize for your manufacturing or for your distribution. So the modular pallet looks very much like a standard vertical lift, relatively small footprint going up to 60 feet, but it has a loading bay that you can go in with by manual or by automation. You can drive in a pallet into it. It picks a pallet up, and instead of having the traditional VLM tray that you put products in, it's actually a rail that can hold the pallets on.
Okay.
And the beauty is they're interconnectable.
Yeah.
So you have numerous modular pallets, VLMs, side by side, and it can move the pallets through them and go all the way up to your ceiling. So you're calling down pallets
Wow.
anywhere that you want. So again, you'd have them perhaps at the back of a building. You'd have all your pallets go in. You can also pick. So there's a window for you to pick out individual pieces from pallets if you wish. So it's really, really handy, again, just for efficiency and following the modular philosophy of freeing up space for our customers to do their business.
Interesting, interesting. You gotta send me a video of what that looks like.
Absolutely.
I'm visualizing that in my head, but that's very interesting, and obviously a lot of flexibility there when it comes to the VLM itself in particular. And you mentioned that you've been growing a lot in the U.S. I mean,
Yeah.
globally you're growing, but U.S. is really growing. So what is driving some of the demand for these VLMs?
So it is. There's lots of things that's pushing that demand up. One is that it's still a relatively little known automation in the US. It's really
Mhm.
well known in Europe.
Sure.
You'll see them everywhere. But I'll go to any show around the country and people will say, "What is that?"
Yeah.
So it tells me that a lot of this demand is basically awareness. Our marketing team doing a good job, but
Interesting. Okay.
more and more people looking for solutions. If you think about the VLM, it's kind of like automation 101
Mm.
for a warehouse or a factory. It's the first thing you could probably put in because it puts all of your products in one place that your robotics can pick from
Yeah.
or maybe use as a buffer. So it's kind of it's maybe the least complicated piece of automation you could put in a warehouse or a building that allows you to access lots of other types of automation.
Mm.
I would put it like that. So people are examining their utilization of the building.
Yeah.
They're working out how to perhaps upscale their staff from being pickers and warehouse operators to something else in the building, or
Sure.
maybe getting rid of them completely. So how do you do that? You do that by automating, which is why everyone's at MODEX this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we do it by putting as much as possible into a tiny footprint and letting them exploit the vertical height.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we got a pretty high ceiling here. We could get
Yeah,
a lot of parts in here, right?
this would be ideal.
Yeah,
You'd
yeah.
have a podcaster going up every 6 feet.
A podcast for every level, right? It's like rotate us through. So very interesting there, and obviously very interesting to hear about the VLM and the awareness increasing too. I think that's pretty interesting there. I mean, are you seeing? I'm curious because I was thinking about VLM as I was preparing for this discussion, going through like some notes and obviously I've heard a lot of applications that you mentioned too, like around parts and manufacturing and putting like screws and fasteners and things like that in there. But do you see people utilizing this at all for like any kind of e-commerce piece picking kind of stuff? Tell us a little about an application like that.
Yeah, great question. Great
Hmm.
question, Kelly. So the short answer is yes.
Hmm.
And the VLM was, let's say, it was kind of serving that as well. So people were getting creative with the VLM
Sure.
by putting totes onto the trays. We did a number
Okay.
of case studies putting even refrigerated totes because you also have electrical outputs on the VLM trays. So putting totes on it, it wasn't really satisfying the distribution and e-commerce needs.
Sure.
So
Okay.
Modula came up with our new product, the FlexiBox. FlexiBox looks again just like a VLM, but inside it is the elevator that goes up and down that will bring you down a tray, but it's bringing you down pre-sorted totes.
Okay.
So maybe think of that as smart picking. So picture the VLM trays all loaded inside the VLM on the back and the front of it. And instead of having trays, it's got totes, hundreds
Okay.
and hundreds of totes.
Yeah.
We have a shuttle inside it that pre-picks one tray. So it selects a tray and says, right,
I
Kevin
see.
wants to bring down 9 totes, 35 kilo, 70-pound totes of products that are going to be his entire pick. So 9 totes will come out. You have a pick from each of them.
Mm.
So there's a smart picking going on without any human interference. It can be completely done by the ERP system. So when the picker comes in the morning, every tray that comes down is a complete pick. So imagine for batch picking, you're coming down and
Yeah.
you're just absolutely hammering out product. Because with the VLM, unless you're really, really smart in how you load the tray,
Hmm.
you're probably going to get 1, 2, maybe max 3 picks per VLM tray, what comes down to you from the vertical lift. On this, you're getting nine totes, completing a tray, and every tote's a pick.
Interesting, interesting. I think that's fantastic, especially from the e-commerce perspective there, like to be able to have that down. I mean, that's a huge efficiency gain to hit all those 9 picks like at one time, like at one presentation, basically, right, off of the tray. And obviously, I'm thinking about this, and I'm like thinking about my friends in the 3PL world, right? And I think being able to leverage something like that in such a smaller square footage, right? I mean that revenue per square foot, I imagine, goes way, way, way up, right?
There's very few people that can go as high.
Mm.
So if you think about your 120, 150 square foot of footprint,
Yeah,
using no space of that building,
yeah, yeah. That's
and you're going
nothing.
up 50, 60 feet, and everyone a single pick. But you should come over to our booth,
Yeah,
B15713.
Yeah.
and we have a FlexiBox there
Okay.
that's doing exactly that. So yeah, it's an evolution in distribution, but you've hit the nail on the head. It's for faster picking.
Mm.
It's for the 3PLs. It's for anybody who's trying to get as much throughput through the building and through the machine as possible.
All right, fantastic. And we'll definitely be over to check that out at the booth. If people can't get to the booth this week because maybe they're not in MODEX, what's the best way to learn more about Modula?
www.modular.com. Have a look at us on the internet. And of course, you can always reach out. There's a phone number on it. Reach out to us. Have a look at our material. There'll be a place for you to put down a message. We'll get back to you right away. You can also reach out to me, David Lind. My contact details will probably be on Kevin's portal.
We'll put it out there definitely for you,
very good.
David. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's a fantastic guy to talk
Modula.com.
to too. So definitely talk to him either way. But
Excellent.
David, appreciate you coming by. Appreciate you
My pleasure.
enlightening us a little bit more on VLM and some of the possibilities there. And we'll definitely come by and check that out and share some video of that for the folks out there.
Excellent. We have a happy hour tomorrow, Tuesday, 3 p.m. to 5.
There you
Come
go.
along if anybody's here. Come along to it. And Kevin, you're very welcome.
Oh, there you go. The invite is right there. So there you go. Happy hour tomorrow, and check out that Flexi box too.
Thank you
So
very much.
appreciate it. Thanks for coming by, David. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video here on our YouTube channel, the New Warehouse Podcast, and I appreciate you tuning in. If you liked what you saw, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video in particular, make sure you like it as well. And if you want to get this great t-shirt that you see in the video behind me, Warehouses Are Sexy, head to warehousesaresexy.com and get your own.